Yo, what is up guys? My name is AFC Adino and today I'm back with a video. I know it has been a while like always, but the reason I didn't upload any battles the last couple of days was because of a specific reason. Because some people were actually doubting my skill, saying they didn't see my name in the top leaderboard lately and they don't see me in tournaments anymore. But the reason is because I like uploading some battles time to time, and obviously streaming using fun teams and stuff. So I'm not really competitive on the ladder. But yeah, some people were doubting my skill and that kind of annoyed me. That kind of triggered me. So I had to prove them wrong, guys. So I spent the last couple of days, last 2 or 3 days, grinding the ranked ladder. And I didn't upload a battle because usually when I upload a battle, people will know my team, will know the sets, and can pretty much use it against me. But now they couldn't because I didn't upload it. And that's the reason I didn't upload any of these battles. But let's actually see where we are now. Because look at this. I'm ranked 3. Remember, my main account on Dino was not in the top 100 4 days ago because I didn't play on the account. I was mostly playing on Adoni, who is rank 6. And the reason I didn't play more on Adoni anymore is because if I played more on Adoni, I might end up getting a Mew on that account for best score. Because being in the top 10 doesn't mean you get a Mew. If your best score is in the top 10, you'll be getting Mew. So if I was playing on it, then other people would be missing out on Mew, and I would be getting 2 Mews for the best score ranking, which is also against the rule, I think. So I just didn't do it, and I also wanted to give other people a chance. But yeah, I had a 30 game win streak. Everything went well for this climb. But yeah, I did it. So screw the guys who thought I couldn't do it, and yeah, screw you guys. Even though I did it, I don't like playing like this. I just like to do some battles time to time, upload some battles, some good battles, and stream with fun teams and just having a good time. So I won't be that competitive in the future. I might try to get in some wins for guild rewards and other rewards, but that's basically it. But because I didn't upload anything, I will be uploading a few battles in the next coming days, and those battles are actually from this climb. Because I did record some battles, I didn't record all of the battles because it really takes a lot of effort to commentate through these battles and keep the focus on everything. So a lot of battles I didn't commentate, but I was basically using the same team, and yeah, no one knew what I was going to use because I didn't upload it, so no one could have used it against me. And that's another thing. That's why I also don't really try to climb for the ladder, because when I find something good, I'll upload it to YouTube anyway, and people will know what I'm using. So they can always use it against me, and it's really difficult to climb when people know your sets even before the game starts. But yeah, I'll just keep it like before, uploading from time to time and not really caring about being in the top leaderboard. But yeah, you guys will be seeing the same team in a couple of battles in a couple of days. So stay tuned for that. Definitely some good battles, and in this video I actually show you some battles with Alolan Marowak popping off. Because Alolan Marowak was a real demon in this climb. Usually when it got an early kill, people just surrendered really early because of the pressure and damage from Marowak and Porygon. And yeah, I'll just show you some battle stuff. First few battles are just some clips from some battles that ended really quick, and the last battle is a full battle in which Alolan Marowak just took over. So definitely stay tuned for that. But let's hop right into those battles. Let's go. Okay guys, we are going to lead off with Marowak. Yeah, let's see what he leads off with. Wait! He's actually leading with Scissor. Oh, this could be great, guys, because I can press Flare Blitz and he might go for the U-turn, expecting to be faster. But little does he know, I'm running max speed Marowak, and if he's not running any speed at all, this Scissor will straight up die. Okay, let's see it, guys. No one is expecting this, as he does stay in, and we knock him out, and that is a Scissor gone to the graveyard. Yeah, I cheesed a lot of people with this actually. People expecting to be faster with Scissor and just U-turn. Yeah, let's see what he brings in now. He actually goes into Mew. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for the Sword Stance, because knockoff usually doesn't 2-hit KO Marowak. Unless he is adamant max attack. He goes for it. So he was expecting the switch. Now I get to click Shadow Bone, as he went for Ice Beam. I do not understand that play, but we knock him out. That crit did not matter, because it was a super effective stabbed +2 Shadow Bone. As he decides to forfeit in round 2 and turn 2. Marowak, too strong, guys. Okay. This guy running a pretty offensive team. Just leading off with Marowak as he leads up with Scissor. And let's see if he goes for the U-turn. I really catch a lot of people with this. So I hope that I'm faster. He did it again. Yeah, we're getting close to the... Yeah, our Sunglasses crew is getting up there, guys. If you're interested in joining, let me know through Discord. Message me on Discord. But Marowak putting in the work for me. Let's see. He might bring in Suicune here, try to set up Calm Minds, as he actually brings in Quagsire. I think I'll just go Chansey. If he attacks me, I can set up the rocks. He does go for Scald, and yeah, let's use this opportunity. I could also make a double, predicting the Gliscor to come in, but having up the rocks is just really nice, because he has a Swallow. So we are going to set up a rocks, and he does bring in the Gliscor, but we'll just go into our Scissor, because our Scissor is expandable, because he has a Quagsire, he has a Suicune, and he has a Magnezone, and he has a Gliscor. So my Scissor is not gonna do a lot in this game, as he goes for Sword Stance. So I'm just gonna U-turn, and I'm running max speed Scissor. So if he's fast, that means he's running a lot of speed on Gliscor, which means even Tri Attack might be able to knock it out, as he goes for Sword Stance again. So at least I'll get a free switch into my Porygon Z. And not sure if I should press Tri Attack here, because he is at +4, which is scary. Let's just click Ice Beam and force it out, because my Scissor is still at full HP, as he does stay in. And yeah, Gliscor gone, Scissor gone, and he decides to forfeit. The pressure of having Marowak and Porygon Z as wall breakers is insane, guys. Okay, let's see what our boy Nemiche is gonna lead off with. I'm just leading off with Scissor, as he leads off with the Tyranitar, and I can just U-turn here. Could also press Superpower, nothing is switching in on that, but I think U-turning is fine, because then I'm not allowing his Azumarill to set up potentially, or his Magnezone to trap me after a kill, as he actually stays in. So this might have actually been a Focus Sash Tyranitar lead with Stealth Rock. So Stealth Rocks or Fire Blast might be coming out. So I'm gonna go into my Garchomp, as Nemiche decides to lead off with Stealth Rocks. And now I get to press Earthquake, and look at his team, he has nothing that can switch into an Earthquake. The best thing he can do is bring in the Mamoswine and force me out. but anything else will get 2-hit KO'd. So perhaps he will decide to sack his Tyranitar, knowing that he already has the Stealth Rocks up and that his Tyranitar is gonna die to pretty much anything from my team. But let's see what he does. He actually switches out and he does bring in a Mamoswine, so I get a nice amount of damage off on his Mamoswine. And now I'm going into my Mew, and unless he... well, he cannot 2-hit KO me, because if he's Adamant, Choice Band, then my Mew will be faster and can roost afterwards. And otherwise, he doesn't have the power to 2-hit KO me, even if he's Jolly Choice Band. Actually makes a double switch into Scizor. So he was predicting me to switch. But now I get to press Will-O-Wisp. I do have to connect this. If I miss this and he U-turns, it could be really bad. But we do connect, and he is a Sword Stance Scizor. So there you have it. I will go for the defog here, because I want to bring in my Marowak later on, as he Sword Dances again. At this point, I think the most expendable member on my team is Porygon, because I still want to keep my Chansey for the Magnezone as a Magnezone pivot, and then Chansey can still live hits from Mamoswine and Garchomp, so I'll just sack Porygon Z as he goes for another Sword Dance. So he used 3 Sword Dance, but he's burned, so that means he only is at +3, because burn does half your attack. But yeah, now I get to bring in my Marowak as he knocks out my Porygon Z, so now we can claim a kill, guys. We click Flare Blitz. Perhaps he goes for a U-turn. But if he's not running max speed on Scizor, or a lot of speed on Scizor, then Marowak will outspeed and knock this out. And I don't think he is going to switch out, because he has 6 Sword Stances. And he's burned, so if he switches out, he will basically lose all his stat boosts. And he will be burned after in the remaining of this battle. So really curious to see what he does now. He actually does switch out and brings in the Azumarill. Let's see how much damage this does. You do 50%. And I don't think he clicks Aqua Jet, so we click Shadow Bone, and we outspeed max speed Azumarill, because we are jolly max speed, and we knock him out. So he didn't go for Aqua Jet. So perhaps he was belly drumming, or he was just pressing Waterfall or Knockoff or something. That crit did not matter, guys, by the way. But Marowak beasting, and he brings in the Garchomp. I can just go into Mew here. And even if he's Choice Banded, he cannot 2-hit KO me, because after Leftovers Recovery, I will stay out of dying to EQ range. But yeah, let's see. He goes for Earthquake, and that's definitely not banded. We don't see a Life Orb, so it might be Choice Scarf. But yeah, we are able to roost as he decides to forfeit. Because Marowak was too strong, guys. Okay, guys, we got a game against Ragnar 7. Ragnar 7 running a very bulky team, but hold up, guys. Marowak just runs through this team. That team is literally Marowak food. But anyway, I'm gonna lead off with Scizor, because Scizor can pretty much U-turn against anything on his team. And if he does lead with Azumarill, I can kind of force it out. Because if he goes Skarmory, I can just U-turn into my Marowak. As he leads off with Starmie. Here we're gonna U-turn. He switches into his own Scizor, and this allows me to bring in my Marowak, guys. And that U-turn actually did quite some damage. And we don't see Leftovers. It might be an offensive Scizor. I'm still clicking Shadow Bone here, because of the U-turn damage, I think my Shadow Bone will knock it out. And I don't think he's going to stay in. If anything, he will probably bring in his Quagsire. But that's why I'm going for Shadow Bone, because it hits anything on his team. And if he goes Muck, for some reason I can just click Flare Blitz after. But he goes into his Quagsire. And what I'm gonna do here is I am gonna go for the Shadow Bone again, because Marowak has actually a pretty good defense stat. So if he does go for Earthquake, I will live it. And if he goes for Scald, he cannot burn me, so I can just spam Shadow Bone till he gets the defense drop. As he does get the defense drop now, and I basically get to click Shadow Bone again. He's forced to switch out, and Muk is coming in. And like I said, I can just switch from Shadow Bone to Flare Blitz here. And I will be faster than Muk, because I'm running speed on my Marowak, guys. So he dies, the crit really didn't matter, guys. And Muk is gone, opening up the game for my Porygon. But he brings in the Starmie. And like I said, I can just pivot into my Chansey knowing that Starmie cannot knock me out. And I'm pretty sure he just goes for the attack because my Marowak is such a big threat to his team. But let's see what he does. He stays in and goes for Surf, but that Surf did nothing and we don't see Life Orb. Is this a bulky spinner? Anyway, I want the Stealth Rocks up, but I honestly don't think it's a bulky spinner because you typically don't run Surf on a bulky spinner. You usually run Scald. And that was also not analytic damage, so it might even be natural cure. So I'll get up my rocks. He brings in the Azumarill. And because that Starmie damage did so little, I think my Mew can tank the hits. I don't want this. I don't want to allow Azumarill to get up the Belly Drum, so I'm going for Seismic Dose as he does go for Belly Drum. And now he's basically in range of Bullet Punch from my Scizor. Now I have to decide to sack something. Scizor can still do something. I still need Mew in case I need to remove entry hazards. Marowak is obviously godlike, and because Muk is gone, Porygon C is going to be important. So I'm going to sack Garchomp here because my Garchomp is Choice Scarf and he's running a pretty slow team with Quagsire and Skarmory and even Azumarill. So I don't think my Garchomp is gonna do much. And Starmie also outspeeds my Garchomp and can knock it out with Ice Beam. I think second Garchomp here is the play, so that I can go into my Scizor and knock it out. As my Scizor is Choice Banded, so Bullet Punch will knock out this Azumarill. And if Azumarill does switch out, that means he will lose his +6 from Belly Drum. And he cannot Belly Drum up again because his Citrus Berry is gone. So he stays in. We knock out Azumarill, and that's one big threat gone. Let's see what he does bring in now, because if he goes Skarmory, I'll just go hard into my Marowak. And if he tries to set up entry hazards or goes for the defog, then I'll even claim another kill. So let's see what he does. He does bring in the Skarmory, and he takes Stealth Rocks damage, so he doesn't have Sturdy anymore. So I go into Marowak. If he has counter, he should probably roost right there. But he goes for Spikes, and now I get to click Flare Blitz. If Quagsire does come in after Stealth Rocks and Flare Blitz damage, it should be in range of Shadow Bone. So basically something will die now. Unless he's running a bulky spinner Starmie with Surf. I really don't think it's a bulky rapid spinner because it has Surf. But yeah, he does bring in the Quagsire, and after Rocks and Flare Blitz, he is in range of Shadow Bone. So I'm gonna click Shadow Bone here, and this Quagsire will most likely go down, as it does go down. And really, Marowak putting in the work, guys. Yeah, Marowak does really well against those slow teams. That's why it usually destroys Stall, because it can Source Dance and it can Source Dance on Switch and kill something easily. He goes in Starmie. I'll bring in my Chansey again, as he does go for Psyshock. And yeah, the Psyshock really did very little. So I don't think it's specs. I don't think it's analytic. And because he keeps spamming Psyshock, I think it's Choice Scarf. Yeah, he knocks out my Chansey. That's fine, because he's locked into Psyshock. So I can go into my Scizor. And I can press U-turn, and if he switches, I can bring in my Marowak again. And if he stays in, he will just die. So there's basically nothing he can do. The pressure of Scizor and free switches into Marowak is just way too high for his team. So Skarmory comes in again. And guess who's coming in, boys? Guess who's coming in? I could also bring in my Porygon Z, but We want to win with our boy Marowak, Alolan Marowak. And we click Flare Blitz here. Because if he switches in Starmie will die after Stealth Rock's damage from Flare Blitz. And he stays in with Skarmory, so that is great. And like I said before, I think it's Choice Scarf Starmie with the natural cure. So what I can do here is just bring in my Mew. We didn't see leftovers on the opposing scissors, so it might be it could also be an Iron Plate Soil Stand set, but it's offensive, so I even have my own scissor to kind of check it with superpower. He goes for Surf, and that's definitely not analytic, guys. So I can just roost up here. If he doubles into Scizor, I'm still fast and can hit it with the Will-O-Wisp. And after I burn Scizor, it's pretty much over for him. So now we're clicking Will-O-Wisp, because he's locked in to Surf. And he will basically die over time. And I'm clicking Roost again. He switches out and it is Natural Cure, guys. And his Scissor comes in. Now we're just clicking Will-O-Wisp again. And if I do burn it, I will go into my Marowak. But let's see what he does first. He goes for Bullet Punch, and that is definitely Choice Banded, because my Mew is a defensive Mew. So, but yeah, we do burn it. He's locked into Bullet Punch, and let's Roost here so that I can at least check or counter the Starmie afterwards. But yeah, now I'm just gonna go into Marowak, and if he stays in, I'm claiming another kill. Marowak beasting in this battle, guys. Yeah, Marowak really did a lot for me, so... Yeah, in some games it's useless. It's usually not that great against fast offensive teams, but against slow bulky teams it really does well. Yeah, that was basically the games. So I hope you guys liked it.